Hola, mijos. I was just on my way out to the farm and I said, I have got to read my boys a story before I go. I don't want them to have another night of not having a story. So, tonight's story is Bethany's Bicycle. Take a deep, relaxing breath. Snuggle down and listen carefully to this tale about a girl called Bethany whose birthday present caused a lot of trouble. Why do you think that was? Bethany had 4 older brothers and sisters, and they all lived together with their mother, father, and grandfather. Most of Bethany's clothes and toys were hand-me-downs from her siblings. One day, just before her 6th birthday, Bethany's grandpa promised that she would get something special all of her own that year. And sure enough, when she came downstairs in the morning on her big day, she found an exciting parcel in the kitchen tied with an enormous red bow. Grandpa's busy working in the shed, but says you should go right ahead and open your gift without him, said Dad. Bethany tore open the paper to find the shiniest red bike she had ever seen. Wow, is it really mine? She said. Of course, said Dad. Bethany's brothers and sisters had been watching. That's not fair, roared Paula, the eldest of the 5 children. Why does she get a new bike? I don't have one. It's not your birthday, said Mom. Now take Bethany to have a go on it outside and make sure you don't get near any cars. But once they were outside, Gemma, Bethany's older big sister, grabbed the bike. Red is my favorite color, and that means I should ride it first. Riley and Robbie, Bethany's twin brothers, pushed her out of the way as they chased after Gemma. Wait, cried Bethany, running as fast as she could after them all. Grandpa gave it to me. I'd like to ride it first. You can have a turn afterwards, she said, but no one was listening. I bet I'm the fastest rider, said Riley. I bet I'm faster than you, said Robbie. Please, said Bethany, can I have a go? No one took any notice. Riley snatched the bike from Gemma, leapt up on the saddle, and whizzed off down the street with Robbie racing after him on foot. Come back, she cried helplessly as they all pelted away. She lost her present already. I better go thank Grandpa, even if I never get to ride it, she sighed. She found Grandpa in his shed. He was always in there, making new things or mending old ones. Happy birthday, he cried as he saw her coming. Do you like your surprise? Oh, yes, said Bethany. I love it. But as she spoke, her voice wobbled and her eyes filled with tears. What's wrong? Grandpa put down his hammer. Bethany burst into tears. The others said it was unfair that I had something so special. They've all gone off with the bike. I want to share it with them, but they won't even let me have a go. Oh, that's not right, said Grandpa. Gemma says the bike should be hers because she loves red. The twins say it should be theirs because they're faster than me. She sobbed. Paula says I'm spoiled. You're not spoiled at all. It's your birthday and you deserve that bike, said Grandpa. They've all had nice presents for me on their own birthday in the past. I know what to do. Then he told Bethany his clever idea. With your help, I'll teach the others a bit of a lesson, he said as he headed out of the house and down the street. He found the bike lying on the street corner while Bethany's brothers and sisters stood nearby arguing over who should have the next go and who most deserved a new bike. He picked up the bike without any of them noticing and carried it back to his shed. That afternoon, after Bethany had blown out the candles on her cake and was happily scoffing a huge slice, Mom asked what had happened to her present. Well, said Bethany, as everyone started fighting over it, Grandpa took it back. What a shame, said Mom. Bethany shrugged. I'd rather have no bike than see everyone fighting over who should have it instead of me. The other children had stopped talking and were staring down at their plates. Oh, don't worry, said Bethany. Grandpa promised he'd make sure that by the end of the day there'd be no need for anyone to be jealous. Maybe we're all getting new bikes, cried Paula. Just then the kitchen door opened. Grandpa came in, struggling with 5 carefully wrapped parcels in his arms. One for each of you, he puffed. Open them up. The children grinned, but as they opened their parcels, their expressions fell. Gemma had handlebars, Paula had pedals, the twins each had a wheel, and Bethany had a bell. There was silence. What's the matter? Said Grandpa. Don't you like your presents? You all thought it was so unfair that Bethany got a brand new bike all to herself. I thought I'd give you each a little piece of it. The children looked sheepishly at Grandpa. Wheels are no use on their own, said Riley and Robbie together. I can't ride just pedals, said Paula. And my handlebars have nothing to steer, said Gemma. Sorry for spoiling your birthday, Bethany, she said. One by one, they each placed the pieces of the bike at Bethany's feet. Please, can you put my bike back together again, Grandpa? She asked. An hour later, Grandpa returned with the shiny new bike, all put together again. I'm afraid there's one thing missing, he said. What? Asked Bethany in dismay. This! And Grandpa pointed at the bell Bethany was holding. He attached it to the handlebars and handed over the bike. Happy birthday, he said. Thanks, Grandpa, said Bethany. You all can have a turn in a minute, she said to her siblings, but it's my go first. And with a ring of her bell, off she pedaled. Being jealous about somebody else's possessions will only make us all sad. A wise person knows to be grateful for what we have and try to share it. I think that's a wonderful lesson. And I love you boys so much. In only 2 weeks. I know. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.